Hey guys, this is Miss Osborne. I want to explain to you how to do a Reading Fluency digital learning assessment. The first thing you need to do is go into your Google Classroom. Once you get into Google Classroom, you should see the Reading Fluency digital learning classroom. I'm pretending to be a student in Miss Penley's class, so I'm going to click on the title and I go into the classroom and I can see where all these lessons have been added into the classroom. I go to classwork and I'm not really sure how many passages you'll have in your Google Classroom, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the passage about rocks to explain how to do this activity. So I click on there and it says, what is fluency? Fluency is the ability to read accurately, quickly, and with expression. Fluency is directly related to reading comprehension, independent reading, and word completion. This is a fluency passage for you to practice. See the instructions on the first sheet. So look at this assignment. Okay, so that said the same thing right there. I'm going to click on your work. Once that pops up, there'll be a Google Sheet. You'll have a Google Sheet right here. And hold on one second. All right, so let's read the instructions on this. Read the passage on the next sheet for 1 minute. Click on passage at the bottom of this sheet. Okay, so you see where it says passage right here? Then type the date and type the number of correct words you read in 1 minute on the baseline row. Here's the baseline row. Here's the date, and here's the words per minute. Read the passage as many times as you like. When you read the passage, record the date and correct words per minute in the next cells below the baseline. Important, do not type in the box that says no data. Once you record your information, the graph will appear. Okay, so let's go back to the first direction and go over here to passage. It may take a second or two to pull up. All right, so you see the passage on rocks, and I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute and read the passage. All rocks might look alike, but they are quite different. Scientists have identified 3 groups of rocks. Rocks are made of different kinds of minerals. However, it is not the kinds of minerals they are made of that determine what group they are in. How the rock was formed determines its group. Deep down in the center of the earth, molten rock or magma flows because it is so very hot. When some of this molten magma comes closer to the earth's surface, it begins to cool and harden. This is how the first type of rock is formed. Rocks that are formed from cool magma are called igneous rocks. The earth is constantly moving beneath its surface with a great deal of heat and pressure. When rock that already has been formed is subjected to this heat and pressure, metamorphic rock is formed. The earth takes one kind of rock and because of heat and pressure changes it into another type. Okay, you can see right here I got to the word type. So I know at this point right here at the word changes, that's been 158 words. So I'll start counting from there. 159, 160, 161, 162. So I've read 162 words in 1 minute. I go back to reading fluency and I put in today's date. And then I put in, what did I say, 163. Let me go back. So I was right here, 159, 160, 161, 162. Actually, 162. I'll click on, all right. Now when I hit enter, you'll see that a graph will appear. And you can see here's my baseline data. and I go up, and that's approximately where 162 words would be at on this graph. So pretend like this is tomorrow, and I go back, and I'm going to read the passage again. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the date in, and I'm going to go down here. I'm going to read the passage for a minute and say I get to new right here. Then I would start counting at 173, 174, 175, 176. I go back to reading fluency. I type in 176. Okay, you see how my line graph is moving now. I'm going up. That means that I'm improving. All right, say I go I read the passage the next day on Wednesday. That would be 4/1/2020. And I read the passage again and say I get to animals right here. I would start at 185, 186, 187, 188, 189. Go back here and I type in 189. Okay, see how my graph is going up? That means that my reading is improving. Then when I get through doing this for at least 5 days, I'm going to go back to when I open up the assignment the next day. Okay, after I read it for that 1 minute and record my data, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to turn the assignment in. And then that lets Miss Penley know how many words I read in 1 minute. If you have any questions, just email me and I'll be glad to help you. Thanks.